Hello everybody and welcome back to the AMC Bus Videos YouTube channel. I'm AMC Bus Videos, otherwise known as AMC Central, depending on what day of the week and what video you're watching. Yes, I am the same person. How exciting, could you tell? And in this video, we are in Lincolnshire map. We're in Lincolnshire, I believe we're on version 3, I want to say. We are in Lincolnshire and we are in Lincoln bus station with the lovely Scania OmniDekka. It has been a while since I last did a video, and during the course of this video, as we do the run, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it's been a while since I've done an OMSI video. I'm going to tell you how I'm switching up and changing them a little bit, how I'm going to do them a little bit differently to the initial plan to try and improve the quality and the relevance of the videos I'm making. And I'm also going to talk you through the brand new YouTube members scheme as part of my main channel and more central. I'll be telling you the benefits of it and what you get out of it as someone that enjoys the lives of buses, stuff like that, and why it's worth contributing to as someone that watches the AMC Bus Videos YouTube channel as well as it. The benefits do cross over. So in front of us we have Stagecoach Midlands 15401. I cannot remember if the registration is the same. I set this scenario up quite a while ago. And we are going to be doing the 105. Now the 105 is different to the likes of the other runs like the 100, the 106, 107. As in the 105 is a school bus. So it runs from Lincoln, it runs all the way through to Gainsborough, but then goes to Queen Elizabeth High School in Gainsborough. So the route itself is timetabled to take 1 hour and 10 minutes. I would imagine it's going to be a little bit quicker than that for us, because as you all know, I'm not the slowest person in the world when it comes to driving. I have no idea where is that module. It says insert module and I could not for the life of me tell you where the module is. Oh, hang on, there's a button. I have no idea where that module is. But yeah, the 105 slightly different, so there'll be a few slight route deviations, a few differences, and with that in mind I do have it set as Lincoln, so I am going to change the blind so that it says Queen Elizabeth High School. I'm going to get a nice screenshot because that is looking really nice at the moment. We've got all our lights on, we've got everything set up. For some reason, I've also now just got rid of the post-it note that I didn't intend to get rid of. But for some reason, I can't find the module for the ticket machine. They can all have a free ride. And we are going to head round to Stand. So this is the Scania OmniDekka in OMSI 2. Now you can buy this vehicle for a very reasonable price. And since I first started filming with this bus, there's been a lot of improvements. The first one of which is you can now see how smooth this vehicle is. How smooth it is, the lack of any lag, the fact that the camera doesn't swizzle all over the place, the fact that the brakes are much smoother, and you'll see it as we go through the course of this video a little bit more. But generally speaking, it is significantly nicer than it was when it was first released. As there was a few bugs when it was first released that they've worked on, they've made sure they're all sorted, and now, as a result of that, we can enjoy a very nice Scania OmniDekka vehicle. So I've chosen to drive in the Stagecoach colours for quite obvious reasons. I don't know if the AI buses give it away, but Lincoln is a Stagecoach threshold. It is where Stagecoach operates and is pretty much the main part, I would say the main part, that and Hull, although the geography of Hull, I think, oh we've got one more person. Goodness me, I'm not supposed to let you on while I'm cursing. I mean, I would say she's going to school, but not to prejudge in any shape or form, but she looked like the kind of individual that may have a concession in the past. Just wanted to get a nice view as we reverse because the sunlight is absolutely gorgeous. So I wanted to see how this would do on a long run like this. Very long run, countryside, bit of city, stuff like that. So I wanted to see just how it would work. So there's plenty of Scania OmniDekkas still about in the world. Plenty, especially in the north of England as well. A few operators still choose them. And they have been replaced at quite a lot of companies now by OmniDekkas that are the newer double-deckers. However, you can still find the odd few lurking about the place. If you are still in public service as well, I mean, Yorkshire Buses have currently got an ex-Yorkshire Traction one on loan. I know that because I've driven it. I will talk more about that shortly, because that is actually, as you all know, our mobile videos, I do give you a little bit of sneak peek into stuff sometimes, and that is coming up in the day in the life of a bus driver. So if you are into your OmniDekkas, again, I'm more central, do make sure you are subscribed to my main channel, so you don't miss out on that. So there are still a few about. I mean, as you'll all seen the playlists on this channel, there are quite a lot of videos of them still on this channel that you can enjoy if you look through some of the playlists, especially the likes of Connections buses, for example, and Go North East. I have quite a lot of Scania OmniDekka videos in those playlists, so do go and check those out if you are interested. But there are still a few of these about the place, and you can still enjoy them, although the numbers are definitely dwindling. I believe they were new from 2003, and then production ceased around the 2007 mark, as by 2008 the OmniCity double-decker was launched instead. So if I had to choose between driving one of these and driving an OmniCity Decker, I think I'd choose one of these. I absolutely love the old dashboard. I think that there's a lot more character to these. They're a lot less bumpy as well. Although Scanias are notoriously quite bumpy buses, the OmniCity Deckers seem to be the pinnacle of bumpy vehicles. So these are just nicer to drive. And as I say, I am such a fan of the dashboard. I also think you can get a little bit more power out of these if you do play it right. And as I say, I've driven both. I would definitely choose these. So I believe the Scania OmniDekka is available for a very reasonable price on Steam. I will put the link in the description below so you can go and buy it if you haven't already. There are a few different variations, as you've seen in my previous videos, and you'll see in the upcoming ones as well. So we've got quite a lot of exciting variations with this, and as a result of that, there are some amazing repaints that have been released recently. Absolutely amazing ones. Now, it's always, when a bus gets released, when you're investing in it, sometimes it is a bit of a gamble, because there are points that you don't know what repaints are going to be made, you don't know who's going to be enthusiastic about making them. And as someone that cannot make repaints to save his life, I'm very, very reliant on the amazing talents that do make the repaints that we enjoy in OMSI 2. So there are some vehicles where I've gambled that a little bit. I mean, the Spectra, for example, and I would say the Upto Solo as well, were two big gambles, because I knew that they weren't going to be the most popular vehicles in the world. But we did get a few nice repaints out of them, a couple of ones that were really nice. It would be nice to see a few more with the Solo, but I do think it needs a little bit of work here and there. The Digibus Mirage, I think is what it's called, for legal reasons. It does need a little bit more work here and there. I think that people will give it a little bit more love as a result. I think predominantly with that, it is the sounds. Some people have made sound mods, but I think it is a core responsibility of the person that does make the bus and sells it and makes the money to also redo the sounds if they are causing concern. So, I mean, that's what it is. With this, for example, this has been years and years and years in the making. There were a few bugs when we first got it, but now, as you can see, it's been optimised here and there. A bit of optimisations happened. It's much smoother to drive. As you can see, the camera angles are just really nice, the acceleration's really nice, and the smooth transition of just bits like the steering wheel as well. To say that this is the busy, bustling city of Lincoln, it seems to be coping incredibly well. So we are on Lincolnshire, created by the incredibly talented Mr. Moose. Lots more work and lots more add-ons are coming to Lincolnshire, as we can always guess. I mean, it's one of the best maps out there. It is personally my favourite. I love how local it is to me. And it is areas that I have been, and then I can drive on this map and see them remade, should I say, in such a clever, optimized way. We're not dealing with millions and millions of custom objects that mean that the game just like lags itself to death. You are actually able to drive to these places and go, oh, that's a clever way of using that shelter, oh, that's a clever way of using that building. And I do think just that extra element's really, really cool. And then you've got the scheduling. The scheduling is spot on. I mean, for example, we've got this edition of the 105. It's really cool. Just a really random rogue route that exists, the 105, that only runs once in each direction a day. So it is just pretty cool, pretty random. And it's what I like out of a map, where you've just got these little Easter egg things that aren't too obvious, but when you get your head around the map, you get used to it. You're like, oh, this is cool. So for anybody who is wanting to find this particular run, it is on MF05 and it's the 0730. So if you set your times for a school day, must be a school day, if you set it for Monday to Friday, you set it for about 7:25, spawn into Lincoln, this particular working will come up, so you can drive it using that. So, before I continue on with the lovely Lincolnshire, you're probably all wondering as to why there's been such a gap in OMSI 2 videos. So where do I start? Well, if you're keeping up to date with current affairs and you're keeping up to date with my main channel and more central, again, if you haven't checked out the main channel, do make sure you have a look at it. I'll be explaining the exciting new membership elements of that very soon that does have positive benefits for those of you that watch this channel. I will be explaining that very, very soon, but do go and make sure you check out More Central. It is like you can just click the subscribe button and see what's going on there. If you haven't already seen the channel, watched the videos and read the news, I used to drive for Hullies and Baslow in the Peak District. That was my sort of main job. That was the main thing I did. I absolutely loved it. I loved every second. It was quite literally the dream job. Driving buses around the Peak District and having a laugh along the way. Unfortunately, the end of March saw the closure of Hullies, a bit of financial complications, and a few other elements and bits like that forced its closure. So it was quite sad when it shut. Again, I have done a video on it. Please go and check it out if you are interested or curious as to what happened. It was really sad, really, really sad. And yeah, it's when it happened, a couple of other bits in my personal life, as things do when one big thing happens, a couple of other bits then happen afterwards. I'd sort of, for context, a few other bits, unfortunately, were going on in the background and then also collapsed at the same time. So I remember waking up the day after when I should have been doing quite a few other bits and bobs. I had a backup thing planned that had fallen through and stuff like that. And I woke up the following day and I literally went, well, what am I doing today? And the answer was nothing. It was really, really weird. I cannot emphasise to you how strange it is to have literally the following months and months and months of doing really long days and a couple of different jobs and constantly having work to do, and then waking up the following day and going, oh my gosh, I've literally got nothing to do. So it was weird and it was really sad. It was really emotional. We had at Hullies, it was one big family, and I was really, really welcomed into the family. It was an absolute honour to be able to film the Day in the Life Bus Driver series there. Again, there are still those videos releasing on a Friday. I filmed a load of them over winter for release over the sort of the start of summer, but with the closure I started the series a bit earlier than planned. So those videos were filmed at Hullies at Baslow before its closure, so you can watch and reminisce over Hullies every Friday with exciting content. So again, if you are interested in seeing what it was like to work there, how I enjoyed it, what I got up to, those videos are for you as they are there. You can watch them. So yeah, it were really odd, and it were really sad because, as I say, it was a big family, and they let me do the filming. They took part in some of the filming as well. You see some of my mates in the videos as well. And we were one big family, and it was really sad for a family to split up. People found different bits here and there, and I was sort of left a little bit in the middle. I have had a few people help me, and I do a bit of driving here and there. I've not filmed it, I've not done too much publicising of it, as I'm still getting myself settled in. But it's one of these where it just won't be the same, and it takes a lot getting used to. So that's why I haven't done any OMSI driving videos, because, to be quite honest, I've just not felt motivated. I've switched on the computer quite a few times to sort of try to do some filming with the intention of doing a video, and I've just not had the motivation, and it was really sad. Now I'm coming out the other end. I'm feeling much happier. There's a lot more prospects on the horizon at the moment, and I am doing a couple of days here and there, but I'm taking quite a lot of time off. I'm working on the YouTube that again brings me onto our members, YouTube members, very shortly, but that's why there's been a gap, because I wanted just a bit of time off, a bit of time to reflect, a bit of time to decide what I want to do, and sort of find my feet a little bit. That hopefully you all understand. As I say, I've done a bit of driving for a couple of companies, and I do sort of do a couple of days a week, and offer my services a couple of days a week, but at the moment I'm just taking it steady, and when I'm feeling up for it, I'll be starting to film Season 3, Series 3 of A Day in the Life Bus Driver. I'll start to film that very soon, but as I say, for now, a little bit of time off's helping me to relax a little bit, find my feet again, and just get life back on track, if you will. That'll be quite nice. So, as I say, thank you all for bearing with me and continuing the support on the channel. Unfortunately, this was the only series that took the hit because of how I was filming these. The others were all scheduled quite far in advance, so they didn't take much of a hit because I was able to move some bits and some scheduling about. So they didn't take as much of a hit. It was this series, I'm afraid, but hopefully you can all understand it wasn't a nice situation to be in. But now we're coming out the other end, and we're back to OMSI 2. So with the other bits of scheduling, there have been some scheduling changes on the AMC Central channel to reflect them. On this channel, I am going to be doing OMSI videos on a Thursday. That's going to basically mean that I devote more time to them, instead of having to do 2 a week. I'm just prepping and making sure that I'm doing 1 a week, and it's amazing. It also means that I'm able to do more research for it, so I've got more to talk about, and I've also got a bit more energy, rather than sort of filming a batch of them for 2 days a week. So we'll start off for Thursday, we'll see how we go. I might start doing the odd Sunday ones, like let's say if there's an exciting release or something, or the next update to Lincolnshire comes, I will probably do a few videos a week because I'll be feeling excited. But for now, as my bare minimum, I'm going to do every Thursday, and it will be out at, I'm going to say 4 o'clock on Thursdays for now, to sort of comply with the times that the AMC Central videos release. So it'll be Thursdays at 4 PM. You'll find me here doing some therapeutic driving on OMSI 2, because as I say, it does me some good to have an hour, half an hour, something like that, just in front of the computer, talking to a screen, driving a bus around the virtual worlds. I do enjoy, and I'm driving it now, and I have really missed this. It is nice. It's really, really nice to be back, and it's nice to have the motivation, even if I have lost the thing for the ticket machine. I have no idea where that module is. Absolutely not a clue. And then in the process, I got rid of the post-it notes, so even if I found the module, I wouldn't know what the code was. So everybody can have a free ride. It's fine. It's positive vibes, isn't it? Positive vibes, as you will. Oh, it does look really good. Four colours. We're actually quite busy for a Lincoln to Gainsborough bus on this map. The issue with OMSI 2 is you do sometimes get to the point where how you do the people and how the AI people work, how the people work in the map, how they work in the map. Where a map like this, you tend to find not many bus stops, but they seem to have a fair few on. We're doing quite well. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm glad I didn't take like a solo or something. This is good. So, YouTube membership. What am I doing with YouTube memberships? What's going on? What is all of this exciting stuff that more bus videos or I'm More Central or that person that you are currently listening to? What are they on about? So, quite a lot of people for quite a long time have said to me, and more, you should do memberships, you should do YouTube memberships. Do members, exciting content, we'll support you, we want the channel to grow, all of that exciting stuff, because you lot are amazing. Be it here, be it at More Central, you're amazing. The support that you've given the channel is phenomenal. The positive comments I get are just amazing. The suggestions I get amazing. I mean, there's going to be a van. Oh, why did that van go into me? I didn't like that. I wasn't comfortable with that. But we're going to ignore the van trying to distract us. But a lot of you have sort of supported for so long, and the AMC More Central channel's been going nearly a decade now. So it felt like the right time to introduce YouTube membership. I've got a bit more time off now because of what I've just explained to you all. I've got that extra time in my life, so I thought, yeah, well, this is the time to do YouTube membership. So, what sort of benefits will you get? Oh, I've done a thing. Oh, I've done a thing. This is all going really well. There we go. So, what kind of benefits do you get as a YouTube member? So, being a YouTube member on AMC More Central. So, AMC More Central is the main channel that I run. So, you're watching AMC More Studios at the moment. This is my channel for all of my backseat videos that I take from buses, trains, trams, and more from around the world, as well as OMSI 2 once a week. So you get this nice variety. The Edward Fowler show is playing OMSI 2. Go and check out the Edward Fowler show. He's got quite a lot of good interviews at the moment. But anyway, I'm distracting myself. So, you, as a YouTube member on AMC More Central, what will you get? So there are two packages. There is the AMC Silver member that is $4.99 a month, and at $4.99 a month, what do you get? So you get the use of emojis, you get a sort of reward system. So I get to see with badges next to your name how long you have been a member. And one of the biggies, or two of the biggies should I say, one of them is that you get priority in the comments. So whenever you put a comment on the AMC More Central channel, it goes to the very top. It's the first comment I see. So if you're suggesting something, you're suggesting a video, or you're wanting to start the conversation in the comment section, you are the first person everybody sees. So, including me. So if you're wanting to get in touch with me about a suggestion, I'm going to get to see it first. You're going to get my priority response. If you're wanting to start a conversation, you will be the one starting that chat in the comments, because everybody will see your comment and want to get involved. You will be the person leading those comments sections in each video. You also, as an AMC Silver member for $4.99 a month, also get access to AMC short videos. So all of my short clips that I make from time to time. So these will be released on at least a weekly basis, possibly more than weekly, we'll see. Depends on how many videos I'm making each week. You will get sneak peek behind the scenes clips, so these are short clips from behind the scenes. You will get short clips of upcoming videos, so sneak peeks into upcoming content that nobody else gets to see, just you. And you might get the odd other random bit of content that no one else is ever going to get to see. So that's all for $4.99 a month, and you get, I believe, the use of emojis as well, that I think is pretty cool. So the other package is AMC Gold. These are in the description, so you can read through it in the description. Feel free to sort of change the screen size and have a read through them as I'm going through them. That's totally fine, whatever works. But AMC Gold is $8.99 a month. Now for $8.99 a month, you get everything I've just mentioned. So you get all the emojis, you get the badges to show how long you've been a member, something to be really proud of. You get priority in the comment section, so your comments will be at the very, very top of each video. You'll be starting the discussions, you'll be the first comment I see, so the suggestions that you give, I'm more likely to take up because they're at the top of those comments, and you will get that privilege on every single video on the AMC Central channel. You also get the AMC shorts, so you get those little clips behind the scenes, you get little clips of upcoming content, so sneak peeks that nobody else gets to see, just you and the other random bits. And as a gold member for $8.99 a month, you get at least 6 exclusive AMC Gold member videos. So they are videos that release each week, at least 6 up to 7, and I'll explain more in a second. At least 6 up to 7 exclusive videos that only you as a AMC Gold member get to see. No one else will get to see them, they are exclusive videos. So what are those videos? So those videos are 5 backseat videos every single week. So they are backseat videos that you may enjoy watching on this channel, but they're videos that won't release on this channel, or you won't see for at least a year, because the backlog on this channel is about 1.5 years at the moment. So you'll get to see those videos at least a year before everybody else. And those 5 backseat videos release every single week. They'll release on a Sunday. Every single Sunday there will be 5 backseat videos for you to enjoy as part of an AMC Gold member. They are exclusive videos. As I say, the backseat videos that may release on this channel in a year's time, or there may be videos that people never ever get to see here, so there'll be a mix of exciting stuff there, all from current vehicles, all exciting stuff, the best of the best backseat videos that haven't been released yet that you can find every single week. Alongside that, there will be my famous and more central review videos. So my real life review videos, I've got more people, where in Fenton. So you get my real life review videos, my buses in cities and towns, some exclusive operation overview videos, so all of my exciting and more central review videos, you will get at least one of them, but possibly some weeks up to 2 exclusive to AMC Gold member only videos. So those videos, those AMC review videos that you get, the one that went out yesterday to AMC Gold members was looking at some very exciting Trident 2 E400 buses that have just arrived in Sheffield. And they're brand new buses, only released. Have I gone the right way? I have, Anna. Yeah, I have. I saw an arrow and went into autopilot. That video that's released to AMC Gold members yesterday is only ever going to be seen by them. So if you are an AMC Gold member, you get those exclusive videos. You get the most up-to-date videos on the AMC Central channel. You get exclusive content like that. You'll be getting top of those comments. You'll be getting the short sneak previews. You may even get access to videos before they're released to the main public as well, all for $8.99 a month as an AMC Gold member. Again, those exclusive videos, at least 6 every week, up to 7 every week, depending on how filming goes, as well as the AMC shorts, of which will always be one every single week, be it an AMC Silver member or an AMC Gold member that gets those exclusive videos as well. AMC membership is definitely going to be something that will be exciting, will benefit everyone. So I'm going to leave the description of each membership in the description of this video. I'll also leave a link to the site so you can click on join it. It will link in very, very closely to this channel to add more bus videos. There may even be the odd exclusive OMSI 2 video on here, so you know how I occasionally, every so often, get exclusive maps and exclusive buses to show you all. Potentially a few of them may also appear as AMC or for AMC Gold members only. So worth having a look at, worth having a think about. We're still setting up at the moment, so I'm up for all your suggestions. So if you are wanting to see exclusive OMSI videos on there as an AMC Gold member, let me know. Pop it in the comments. Is that something you'd like to see? As I say, do let me know. So as an AMC Gold member for $8.99 a month, you get all the other perks of a Silver member, so the exclusive short videos no one else gets to see, priority in those comments, so you're starting those discussions, badges to be proud of to show how long you've been a member, and as a gold member you get those 6 up to 7 exclusive videos that no one else gets to see every single week. It's worth having a look at the new and more central membership. Remember, when you do support the membership on this channel, I don't know what other channels are like, but on this channel for the and more group that I run, and more bus videos and more central, if you do become a member on the and more central channel, be rest assured that that money that you are putting in to the AMC membership is money that's going to be directly spent on and more central videos and more bus videos. So for example, when OMSI 2 vehicles and new maps and bits like that release and you want me to cover it, that money that you're spending will directly go into the purchase of those items, into the time spent in creating these videos and all of that stuff. And for the bus videos channel, it will be spent on the adventures to get some of the amazing backseat videos I get and to sample some exclusive buses for you to enjoy, both as a member, and there may also be some on the main channel as well. So you are really investing, if you do become an AMC Gold or Silver member, you are investing in the future of and more bus videos and more central, with the money that you are spending going directly back into the content that you watch, as well as having your own exclusive content every single week, so even more and more bus videos and central madness every single week. So yeah, lots to lose. So I will link it in the description below. I will also post in the description the details that I've just mentioned. But while we're on a long run, thought I'd mention it. It's something I've just launched. I'm really happy with it. A load of people have already joined, but the more people that have joined, the more time I can spend doing it, and the more I can invest in the channel. I can buy new equipment to do some filming with. I can go on further afield adventures, all of that exciting stuff with OMSI 2 and stuff like that. I can get more content in, get more DLC that you want me to play with, and all of that exciting stuff. So thank you for your support as you do all continue to support the channels. I really do appreciate it. And as I say, go and check out the membership, go and see what it's all about, see if it's something that you're interested in. As I say, we'll continue to grow, continue to expand, lots more exciting stuff coming for it as well, lots more exciting content, and I am looking for your suggestions as well. So if you do become an AMC Silver Gold member, you will be suggesting, directly suggesting the content that you watch. So, all worth it. But anyway, how are we doing for time? Let's have a look. So we are actually still late. I didn't think I'd still be late at this point, I'm going to be honest. I know there is an hour and 10's worth route, and recently having a chat with Mr. Moose, I wouldn't surprise if this is ever so slight, if this route has been tightened up with my driving in mind. So I don't mind. This is pretty cool, nevertheless. It is actually really nice to absolutely floor this OmniDekka, and it does seem to fly as well. I mean, it is absolutely doing the job nicely. I do always find it really weird when I drive in OMSI 2 and I drive a vehicle type that I have actually driven in service. It's very strange. When I first started sort of like driving buses, OMSI 2 and the vehicles that I drove tended to be two very different realms. So at the time when I started driving, I drove Scania OmniDekkas. I drove 2 on the university shuttle, and since then, from memory, I've now driven another 2. So in total, I've driven 4 Scania OmniDekkas in service on various different routes around the West Yorkshire area. So having driven them, when I was sort of driving back then, I was driving the likes of, I'm trying to think, was B7 RLEs back then, there were street lights back then. I did drive a B10 BLE in real life. I did drive one of them. That was, believe it or not, the first bus I drove solo in service. Is a really random thing. I can't imagine many people my age can say that, but that was the first vehicle I drove on my own in service. Was a B10 BLE even out. So that was a nice crossover. But the rest of it, like I drove a Scania Steam, I drove the OmniDekkas at the time, I drove a VDL DV300 Gemini 2, those sorts of vehicles. I'd never in OMSI 2, I haven't been in OMSI 2 at the time, and it was always sort of, it's like two very different things, sort of the real life driving. But now that I can literally drive this in OMSI 2, and there's a chance that next week I might spend 2 days driving one of these again in real life, it's really, really strange. I cannot emphasise how strange that is. That I'm driving it here, I'm driving it there, and the similarities between this and what I do drive, and when I do drive one of these in real life, is just amazing. And I think it's really, really cool to be able to drive it in OMSI and then go and put my hand up and go, I drive these in real life as well, and it is actually realistic. So hopefully you all do appreciate that, and appreciate that comparison, especially with these paid DLCs, because I understand that you want to buy something that's actually realistic, because otherwise it's all a waste of money. So I fully understand that, and hopefully, as I say, when I can put my hand up and say I've driven one of these and this is pretty spot on, hopefully it does fill you with a bit of confidence. So I've driven quite a lot with this dash. I mean, I've driven, oh, we might have to get a nice screenshot here. I mean, I've driven Scania Solars, I've driven Scania OmniCities, and they've always been incredibly, incredibly nice. I am going to just step over that and do that just before that car shows up. There we go, that will do. Oh, I'm going to do that. And I have driven Solars, driven OmniCities, driven OmniCity single decks and double decks, although the double decks didn't have this dashboard. And as I say, I do like Scanias. They rattle absolutely beyond belief. Anybody who hasn't been on a Scania, if you have been told that Scanias rattle, trust me, they rattle. They rattle beyond belief. Scania is very well known for making trucks. So when they do make buses, they don't have as much luxury in the suspension as, let's say, a Volvo product or a VDL product, for example. Scanias tend to be quite rugged. And as a result of that, you can get bounced about a bit, but they're cool, they're nice, they're different, they're exciting motors, they're fast, they're quick. I mean, I drove a Scania Solar at Pulleys that we had on loan, and that had working kick down, and it absolutely flew, and when it flew it sounded amazing in the process because it had a nice gearbox in it. So absolutely lovely, lovely motors. I mean, I would absolutely love an OMSI 2 a Scania Solar with working kickdown. That would be absolutely awesome to drive. Because again, we do have a few bits of the Valen pack coming along. I believe they are making a D7C Euro 3 Eclipse. For those of you wondering, that is the type of bus that my good friend Joe Dobson owns. So that kind of vehicle, they are making one of them from OMSI. That's been quite a few years in the making. Don't forget about it. It is still there. It does still exist. So it is something that we are still working on. So hopefully one day we'll have the pleasure of driving that as well. I mean, this was years and years and years in the making, and it is now spot on. So it is worth waiting. I always do believe it is worth waiting for these vehicles, and I think that will be no different. There's quite, as I said, quite a lot working with it. I don't know if they're working on a VDL Pulsar. I know that there was talk of it. There was talk of it some time ago. I don't know if it is still something that is in progress. Would be nice if it is. It would be very, very nice if it is. We're in Sturton, that I did not pronounce at all correctly. Let's pull this up here, and then Sturton by Store. Sounded very Norman when I said that. Staunton. I want to say Staunton because there's no. It's an Staunton. Storeton by store. Oh, oh gosh. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, okay. We're in a place. We're in a place. How are we doing for time? We are still bang on pretty much. We're about a minute. We've been a minute either side throughout the entire run. And I think just yeah, this is my kind of route. Is this? This is definitely my kind of route. You just keep plodding on, you keep going. Don't get me wrong, bus routes where you are sat around, having a break, having a rest, they're cool. Don't get me wrong, they are cool. But like when I'm filming a video like this and I am just going for a virtual drive in the virtual world, I do like runs where I am just going, continuing to go. I'm not waiting around everywhere. I'm not like 10 minutes early everywhere. This is sort of like put your foot down, absolutely floor it. Speed limits are intermittent, but it's the virtual world. It's where you come to relax. And my way of relaxing is absolutely flooring a Scania OmniDekka, it seems. So I've just downloaded as well, because recently there's been the Manchester B Network repaint pack released, that includes the veiling and street decks and bits like that. The master bus and the veiling, should I say, rather than the 7-hour and street deck. But B Network repaints have just been done for them. So I am going to do some B Network videos. I know you all absolutely love B Network videos when it comes to OMSI 2. So we're going to do some B Network videos. Pop in your suggestions in the comments as to what you'd like to see me drive it on, what route you'd like to see, what maps you'd like to see, what B Network vehicle you'd like to see, all of that lovely stuff. Let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. We've got quite a few other work in progress maps and bits that I need to have a little look at very soon. They're coming up as well. So there's quite a lot of exciting stuff to come with OMSI 2. As I say, there will be some exclusive bits. I am still working on them, that's why it's one of these I can't say too much on, but there will be some exclusive OMSI 2 bits coming for more central AMC Gold members on the membership. So if you are interested in the OMSI 2 stuff, then do take a little bit of time to have a little look at the membership stuff in the links, because there will be some exclusive OMSI 2 stuff there. Yeah, there'll still be the weekly video here at least, but there might also be, or I said might, there will also be some exclusive OMSI 2 excitement challenges, some of the exciting content that you all love and know. There will be some of that on the AMC Gold exclusive video grouping as well. So do go and check that out if you are interested. But do let me know in the comments what you would like to see. I am still sort of checking out some of the repaints, bits like that. I do fancy a little bit of a trip back to Bodenham, I'm going to be honest. I really do fancy a trip back to Bodenham. I think it's been long enough now. I think we can have a look at some of the routes again and have an explore of them. Try not to find low bridges mid-video this time. Yes, the 800 was fun. So do bits like that. I'm quite excited. So again, let me know, and I will try and schedule it in and see what I can do. For now, these country roads are absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. I mean, what you've got to think is we've been nattering on for about 40 minutes now. And in the 40 minutes we've been sort of chugging along, having a bit of a chat. Think about the amount of scenery that we've gone through, the amount of villages that we've gone through, the amount of virtual miles we've done. It is absolutely amazing. All the different scenery, all the different fields, all the different villages, every single village unique from the last. All these different bends and turns and hills and bridges and housing estates, bumps in the road and signage and traffic lights. This is all made by one person. It's absolutely like mind-blowing. Really, really is mind-blowing. Just purely how much time and effort has been put into this map. This is why it's my favourite map. I will hands down say that this is my favourite. This is my favourite map. This gets the and more seal of approval. Does this map? So, okay, so apologies about that. Basically, we'll start from here. It's literally where the clip just finished then. So basically, what just happened? So as I was gloating about how good the map is, my computer ran out of disk space. I've got a lot of videos and bits like that prepped on it at the moment, and there was a few bits that I hadn't deleted, I hadn't thought about, and OBS was like, I don't have any more room to put your video, I don't know what to do, so I'm going to stop filming. So I've cleared the space that should have been cleared before, and we are now continuing. So apologies about the slight cut off there. But we are continuing. I have just turned the camera around so you have seen the exciting bit of road that you did just miss, and trust me, it is exciting because it is Lincolnshire, so you haven't missed anything. We are now back and we are going to continue, because we have got this far and we are not giving up, even if Mr. Andmore forgets to delete a couple of big files and big bits of previously uploaded video content before filming an OMSI 2 video. That, for the record, has happened a lot more than it should have done, so my apologies for that. So, we are nearly there actually, I think. We are 13. I mean, again, another limitation of OMSI 2, because OMSI 2 is an old map, an old game. OMSI 2 was made now 12 years ago, and I was having this chat quite recently. That it does have its limitations. It's starting to show its age, but there is nothing like this. There is nothing like OMSI 2, where it's an open software.
Hello.
Open to absolutely
Good morning,
free
mate. How you
beyond
doing?
belief editing.
Hey, driver.
Bus simulator. The rest of the bus simulators are all very closed door. The maps are already pre-set up. All these missions. This, you quite literally spawn somewhere. You pick your bus. Or you nab a bus off the AI list and you drive, and you can drive different routes. You can make routes how you want. Yeah, it's more complicated than some other bus simulators, but you can build your map from scratch. You can make your routes from scratch. You can make your entire world, or in this case, Lincolnshire. You can make the entirety of Lincolnshire purely on OMSI 2. It is amazing. And it is a shame it is starting to show its age and bits like that, but we've still got amazing releases like this bus. This brand new bus, we've still got amazing maps like this one. And again, just my usual every single video reminder that I cannot emphasise enough. Lincolnshire's free. This entire map, this route that we're driving alongside at least the other 5 or 6 bus routes that are on here. Hours and hours of driving opportunity in all different directions around Lincolnshire. I am being serious when I say hours. I mean, you can do the Lincoln to Scunthorpe via Gainsborough route that takes just shy of 2 hours of actual real-time driving. All of this realistic map that has been made based on real places that I can tell you, having been to these places, is accurate. This is all free. This literally doesn't cost a penny. Like, there are some dependencies you need. Do not get me wrong, there are some bits and bobs of dependencies that you require, but this is a free to download map. Like, if you bought OMSI 2 tomorrow for, I think it's still £30, although it might have gone down nowadays. If you buy OMSI 2 for £30, you don't even drive the Berlin to Spandau map. You literally buy yourself a bus. So let's say you're spending, I don't know, you buy yourself the B9's B70 all pack. So you're spending probably about £45, £50 in total. But even then, you can get a freeware bus. So let's say you got one of the freeware buses. You got the ALX 400, for example. You got the ALX 400 for free. So you got that for free, or the E200 MMC for free. You got OMSI 2 for about 30 quid. And download this map for free, and it's 3 dependencies. You have instantly made your money back on this alone. Not even Berlin Spandau, not Wanhof, or whatever you pronounce it. Not those maps, no, stuff them. This map you have made your £30 on. By a mile. absolutely by a mile. Because there is hours and hours and hours of fun on here. Loads of different routes, loads of different duties to do, loads of different opportunities. And it is free. It is free to download. This map itself could easily sell for £30 a go. Easily. But no. Mr. Moose has chosen to make a free map. Free map out of goodwill, kindness, and the fact that it's just an enjoyable thing to do. So if you haven't already, do make sure you get this map downloaded. It is amazing. I mean, I'm not being paid to advertise it. Again, it is free. Oh, there's someone waiting. Oh, I wasn't expecting them. Oh, I should have stopped a bit earlier. That was bad. Okay. I'm that busy talking about how good the map is that I'm now forgetting to talk to stop for passengers. Again, this is how good this map is. It is just amazing. Absolutely mind-blowing just how cool it is. This is definitely one of the busiest buses I've had on this map, is this. Well, definitely one of the busiest. People of all ages quite literally going to our school today. All ages. All ages. Some of which, if it was 9:30, I believe would be using their OAP passes. But no, this school allows children, in quotation marks, children of all ages to attend and get an education. Quite clearly, huge part of us. Although the bus will be an open door public, it is an open door public service. This, the 105, so it is still like a service where people might get off at the likes of Cambridge bus station, for example. We'll see though, but knowing OmniDekka's algorithms, I would imagine your demographic getting off at the school will be rather varied. It's a shame that they never ran the Scania OmniDekkas round Stagecoach East Midlands. It is a shame. I mean, they got a few down not Northampton, Kettering way. And they got a few down with Midlands and Kettering way in 2004. That what this bus that we're driving represents. The ones with the Stagecoach seats. And then the other OmniDekkas that they ended up acquiring were the Yorkshire Traction Group ones. Now, Yorkshire Traction loved their Scanias, and they were used on the long distance work. So the Scanias were always part of the main Yorkshire Traction business. They never went over to road car. So Stagecoach, upon acquiring Yorkshire Traction Group, pretty much had no reason to ever move them to East Mids. And it was a shame. It was a real shame. I mean, it'd have been pretty cool to see what they'd have been like on routes like this. How they'd have coped. Because I think they'd have done quite well. Because Scanias do tend to like longer trips out, longer runs out. And they tend to prefer those over sort of the shorter things. Again, linking to this idea that Scania make trucks. So the buses do tend to like longer runs out rather than just the short hops. They tend to perform a lot better that way. So it would have been interesting. It'd have been really, really interesting to see what it'd have been like. But it's a shame. I mean, as I say, in the virtual world, we can do this. That's what we're doing. The virtual world of excitement. We are making the dream happen. So, we're in Leeds, so we are not far away at all now, and we are still bang on time. Even with the slight video recording malfunction that was entirely my fault, even with that, we are still on time. That is pretty amazing. And we are getting very, very busy. I think that, to be fair, that's probably why I've still stuck to time with it, because we've been that busy on this particular run. say sticking to the speed limit. I've just started to really like the Scania sounds again, so I'm going to be a bit heavier. I'm being a bit heavier footed than I am in the real world, I must say. But it's the virtual world. It's exciting, so why not? So here we are. This is going back to the original Gainsborough map. This was the original terminus on the original Gainsborough map at Lee. How exciting. And look at all of that additional driving, 50 minutes worth of route that we've just covered. Bearing in mind there's all the other different variations, and from that point to Lincoln there are 3 separate different route variations that you can take. I mean, there's technically 4 with the 105, but this sort of bounces between the 106 and 7. But there are like 3 different route variations that you can take to Lincoln. So again, really cool. It does sound pretty good. It does sound pretty good. I mean, with OMSI 2, there's obviously limitations. There's always limitations with the sounds, but I think it sounds pretty cool.
Morning.
Good morning. I forget it's morning. We've been driving for that long. I forget it's morning. So yeah, we are pretty much, for this entire run, I must say, we've been pretty much on time.
Hello, who you're looking for?
No. I still don't understand when the English voices were done for the ticketing in all OMSI maps. Like, they are the base sounds in pretty much, unless a map likes to make its own in at least 80% of UK maps. They are the voices that are used, the original ones from years and years ago. I remember when they were made. I still don't understand who they got to sing that in order to make the famous voice that greets you when you say hello. I mean, I can understand if they've convinced people to go good morning to put on for the voices for this, but who on earth did they get to sing for them? That is now forever like shaped within OMSI 2 UK world. Like, they are forever in that realm now. And someone somewhere was convinced as a joke. Well, it must have been as a joke. Oh, can you sing us a good morning tune? It's just really odd. Really, really random. Hello, welcome to the bus.
Good day, driver.
Hello there.
Yes, hello there. That was the appropriate response. Oh my goodness me, we're quite busy. Right, right. As you would say, we are right busy. Or as I don't know who you'd say. That's what I'd say. I'd say we're right busy. Where is the sun? Why have I lost the sun? Where is the sun? I want to know where the sun is, so I know where the lighting's gonna be. Where's the sun? There it is. Okay, so the lighting's really out. Brilliant. It might work there, just... Yeah, that'll do. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not gone to plan. Oh, there we go. Hey, excellent. I just want a video. I just want a screening just to showcase just how busy the bus was. I mean, this is proof that I do virtual work, and I don't just drive past passengers in the virtual world of OMSI.
Morning.
Good morning.
So, what's also quite nice in the virtual world of OMSI is you can just pull out without looking at that mirror. In real life, you could be sat at a bus stop like that for a good couple of minutes while every single car comes totally around the corner and overtakes you. So it's really, really nice to know that in the virtual world of OMSI, the cars ain't going to try and do dodgy overtakes, as you say. So that's always pretty cool to know. Ah, yes, the 100 goes round that estate, I remember. But we continue straight ahead.
Hello, lass.
I don't remember this roundabout. I've surely driven round it before, but I don't remember it. I do remember a Toyota Prius overtaking me and then distracting me as I rubbed the rear tyre of the bus on the curb in the roundabout because I was that focused on not hitting the Toyota Prius. But I don't remember the roundabout itself. There we go, we made it to Gainsborough. How exciting, how riveting. Land of dreams. If anyone's ever been to Gainsborough, don't comment.
Like rain later.
I've also been to Gainsborough, do not worry. I have visited. I just have to do something. Yeah, we'll just leave off without the rain. I think with dimensions sometimes in the likes of OMSI, I think it is very difficult to judge the dimensions because obviously you are sort of in this one POV. Yeah, you can move the camera around like that, but you're not able to like literally, like I sometimes do, push myself forward so I can physically see the gap up front. You're not able to do that in OMSI, so gaps tend to look a little bit smaller from this angle.
Hiya, driver.
I have a feeling that we don't go into the bus station, but I could be wrong. Oh no, we do. We do go into the bus station. So we must go into the bus station and then shoot back out again. Maybe that'll pick up even more people to take to the school. This is absolutely bonkers how busy we are. Absolutely bonkers. The busiest OMSI 2 school run ever. That might be the title of the video. That sounds cool. Unless I think of some other cool title in the meantime. I absolutely flew around there. Is anybody getting off? Anybody getting off? it appears we're all going to the school. Why is it suddenly blinding me? Lots of light all of a sudden then, and I was just like, I can't see. That's not good. That's not good at all. There we go, let's make a move. I mean, I'm not going to say no to perfect light. Definitely not. I still remember standing on the corner just on the right here, photographing President Trident's leaving Gainsborough bus station. Say something you don't, unfortunately we don't get anymore, but it was fun while they were there, and we did enjoy them while we were there, and there's plenty of backseat videos on this channel of them from when they were there, so you can go and check all of them out. I went on a lot of them. Should be pretty non-stop to the school now, because I don't stop between now and the school, so hopefully won't have any issues with anybody ringing the bell and screaming and all of that lot that I can't let them off the bus because I'm non-stop to the school. Oh, we get to do the rare unique thing of going straight forward here. You don't get to do that much, especially in service. Everything goes through sort of the centre. That 367 was a nice run. I really liked that 367. I always thought it was a school run, oddly enough. So it was really cool to actually drive it in the game and find out that it is actually just like a countryside run. I think another one that'd be really nice to have would be the 398, the twice a week to Belton bus. That one's pretty cool as well. That be an area like the Isle of Axholme would be, again, having been round there, driven around there, what have. It'd be really nice to do a bit of Isle of Axholme driving in the Lincolnshire map at some point. Never know, it could be a possibility, it could happen. We'll have to see what happens, because there's lots and lots of opportunities with this map. And again, it is still growing, it is still expanding. The acceleration on this is very accurate, where it does take a little bit of time to start going, and then when it goes, it's a nice steady trickle through the gears. So apparently we're going to get there 3.5 minutes early, hopefully. We don't get stuck anywhere. Oh, we are catching up a little bit more time by the looks. We can get, it's one of these where it's just like in real life when you do a school run, leave that last timing point, absolutely boot it. Because you can, the sooner you can finish the school run, the sooner you can go back for your break. one's got up yet, so I can't be too close. And that Mini, instead of stopping, just drove straight through us. How exciting. Mini was like, okay, I'm going to do a Back to the Future with the bus. Wasn't doing 88 though, so instead of sort of obliterating back into the 60s, well not the 60s, Back to the Future, come on, Back to the Future, instead of obliterating to 2100, there we go, that's better. I do have culture. Instead of obliterating to 2100, they just drove straight through the bus. So, each to their own. No one is wanting to get off. Why is no one wanting to get off? Get off the bus! We're here! We've made it! No, I don't want Park Springs. No. There we go. Everybody off the bus. We made it. Goodness me. We're going to be here a while, so while we are here watching everybody one by one get off the bus, I will conclude the video today. So I really hope you've enjoyed it. It has been a long one. If you are still listening to this video now, goodness me, do comment, do send a comment. If you do get to this point, comment the word, let me have a look. Comment the word Dennis, as in Dennis Trident. If you comment the word Dennis in the comments below, I will reply with a congrats to making it to this point in the video. And again, if you have made it to this point, you love the content that I make, you do enjoy it, and you do want more of it, do consider becoming an AMC Silver, an AMC Gold member on my main channel and more central. As I say, it's for content. You'll find I'm on there exclusive to you, as a thank you for supporting the channel, and all the money that you do put into supporting the channel does go directly back into the videos that you see. So you are contributing to the future of the channel, and there may also be the odd couple of exclusive, exciting OMSI 2 videos in the planning. I can't say much more in the planning for AMC Gold members as well. All the details are in the description. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Send me in your suggestions for the next few videos. But for now, I really hope you've enjoyed this one. Do click that like button if you have, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've made it to this point, you've got to subscribe. You've clearly enjoyed it. And for now, I will see you all in the next video, mate. Bye for now. Bye.